Hi everybody, today we'll be talking about ticketing software. I'll give you a quick rundown of what it is, why it's important to use, and how you can utilize it, and then I'll be showing you how it works all in real time in our LiveAgent software. Let's get started. Customer communication software is a software that enables you to manage and streamline all your customer communication queries. So how does the ticketing software work? Well, basically, within LiveAgent, you would connect all your communication channels with your LiveAgent dashboard. So what this means, you would connect your phone numbers and your landlines, you'd connect your Instagram, Viber, Twitter, Facebook, and all these channels, once they're connected, will fetch all your messages and comments and incoming queries from these channels and basically arrive at your universal inbox in LiveAgent, from where you would reply to these queries. And why is the ticketing software important? Well, there's three main reasons. Firstly, it saves you tons of time. By streamlining all your communication channels into one single universal inbox, you don't have to be wasting time by tabbing out to different kinds of accounts or social accounts and so on and so forth. Secondly, it's very secure. By having everything in one universal inbox where all your agents can access it, you don't have to be sharing login credentials with each other, which makes it a more secure solution. And thirdly, you will be more efficient with your work. And this is because the software streamlines all your communication channels. It means that you won't ever lose a ticket or forget about it, because it will be right there in the dashboard and somebody will always be taking care of it. So as you can see, using a ticketing software is both beneficial for your customers and your customer service teams. Now, let me show you how it works in real time. All right, guys, so now that we're in LiveAgent, I'll be showing you how it works in real time. So as you know, a ticketing software streamlines all your incoming queries into one universal inbox. So once you click this panel over here that says tickets, you will be able to see all the incoming tickets, or the tickets that you've had in the past, from all the channels. So from social media, landline phones, live chat, or even from your knowledge base. So now that we're inside your universal inbox, I want to talk about tags and departments. So tags are over here, such as the demo tag, reward tag. Over here we have the call tag. And so these tags are useful for basically showcasing you what the ticket is about without actually having to open it. So just a quick glance. Tags can be added automatically or manually. And the next thing I want to talk about was departments. Departments, which are shown here, such as the general, sales, client management, or customer care, are basically departments into which you can streamline your tickets even further. For example, if somebody emails sales@liveagent.com, we want these tickets to be automatically sent into a sales department, where there are sales agents who can answer these questions better than perhaps technical customer service reps. Another neat feature of these departments is the fact that you can utilize your automation rules so that any types of tickets that, for example, contain the word reset and password will be automatically routed to the technical department. Next, the feature that I want to talk about is the To Solve button, which basically acts as a manager. What it does is it runs background checks on all incoming tickets, and it checks if they are attached to any service level agreements. And if they are, it reminds you by popping up in this To Solve button, and it shows you that basically you need to reply to these tickets within a certain time period. And if you don't, penalties will be incurred according to the service level agreement. The next thing I want to talk about is the hybrid ticket stream, which is basically a stream that allows you to view your customer's communication from start to finish about the same issue. So for example, let's click on this ticket by John Snow. John contacted us with some troubles that he was having with logging into the system. First, he decided to call us, and then we decided to exchange some emails, as you can see here. And so what that means is he was contacting us about the same issue, but just through different channels. And so because it's the same issue, all these communications are shown within the same hybrid ticket for your convenience, so that you don't have to be looking through different tickets and scrambling for information. So the next thing I want to talk about is all the actions you can take when resolving a ticket. Obviously, you can take actions such as transferring the ticket into different departments or agents, or resolving it. But if you want to look at more actions that you can take, you can just click these dots over here, and it'll show you all the additional actions you can take. And most of them are pretty self-explanatory, but I wanted to touch base on internal calls, and merging of tickets. So let's start with internal calls. Internal calls is basically a feature that lets you call your colleagues that are online in LiveAgent and ask them for assistance. Let's say I'm chatting with Jon Snow and I need assistance and I don't know quite how to help him effectively. I can set up an internal call with a colleague in a matter of seconds while I'm still live chatting with John and get the help that I need, and then I can provide the assistance to John. The same thing goes with calling. Maybe if I'm explaining something to John and it's not coming across well in writing, I can ask him if he would be up for a call, and if he is, I can transfer the live chat into a call through the call feature. Next, we have the merging of the tickets. Let's say John messages us from his work email address, and then next time he sends us an email from his personal email address that we do not have registered in LiveAgent. If we find out that both of these tickets are from John about the same issue, we can easily merge them into one ticket. Next, we can look at this panel over here, which is the ticket details info panel, which you can stretch according to your liking to see more integrations that are active or view less of them. Basically, what you can do over here is view additional details, both about the ticket right over here and both about the customer. So let's say I want to look at this field over here, which is the personal details. It'll tell me the email address of John. It'll show me his phone number, his language that he's using, and any other additional information that I want to input in there. So put his vehicle and some pattern. These are obviously made up, and you can edit them by clicking this pencil icon over here, or you can edit them by clicking this add field, and you can just basically add anything else you want. Next, we have all these other things that you can look at. So basically any attachments that would have been sent between John and I during these conversations, as well as all the activity that has happened. So as you can see, historically, even 37 days ago, there was a call. And these additional icons over here are all the integrations that I have active within my LiveAgent account. So I have a MailChimp integration active, I have the Braintree, Magento, as well as the Pipedrive CRM. So by clicking these, for example, MailChimp, I could easily subscribe and unsubscribe John from my mailing lists if he was subbed. So by clicking on these different icons that are our integrations, I can take additional actions, such as by clicking on the MailChimp icon, I could subscribe and unsubscribe him from any of my mailing lists according to what he wants. I could give him refunds for Braintree, or I could pull up information that I have stored about him in my Pipedrive, about the deals that I have active with him and their value. Now that I've showed you how the ticketing software works in practice and talked about the benefits, hopefully you can see how it can help your organization improve your customer service. If you have any additional questions, please head on over to our knowledge base where you can find additional how-to articles, guides, and videos. Thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful.